Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that's in a room that's kind of messy. If you're wondering why, Patreon. Patreon's why. You're missing out. Today in the news, more Pokemon is on the way, and there's a lot to be excited about. This morning, we got our first look at the newest Pokemon game, Scarlet and Violet, set for release November 18th. In the second trailer, we got all sorts of things to make Pokemon fans happy, but mostly, it was just a reminder that either Pokemon are starting to look more and more like me, or I'm starting to look more and more like Pokemon. I'm not sure which is more unsettling. Also, Lechonk. Anyway, returning to the mainline Pokemon games after a detour to Pokemon Legends, you've got your tiny town, 1 of 3 starters, and a dream. All the things you need to make a Pokemon game, honestly. And let me tell you, look at these cutie boys. I love them. Also, this time around, it looks like the game, instead of being in a fictional Japan or fictional UK, will be in a fictional Spain or possibly Portugal. But the best parts of the trailer were the newer features, and that's what I want to talk about. The first is the introduction of 2 different professors, Sada and Toro. Characters that I'm absolutely sure by the time this video is released will have already been Rule 34'd to no end, and I for one approve. The other feature is that because of its more open worldy nature, players can tackle the game and its challenges in any order they like, so the story won't necessarily dictate where you go and why, at least for the most part. Also, apparently there's 4-player co-op? Honestly, I think it looks like a pretty great offering to the Pokemon franchise. I'm curious what you think about the worlds and the starters. Which one are you gonna choose? Also, the legendaries? What are your thoughts on those? Do you like them? Do you think they're kind of like lame? Are all legendaries kind of lame? Let me know in the comments below what you think. Also this morning, we got our very first real look at Sonic Frontiers. First revealed at the Game Awards last year, Sonic Frontiers appears to be the answer to, what if Sonic was open world? A thing that I honestly didn't know was necessary, but here we are. Yesterday, a very short 39-second teaser was uploaded to YouTube, and it got fans talking about how it reminded them of Breath of the Wild, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but again, the clip was very short. So today, when IGN uploads a longer video, and it's pretty much just them goofing off in the world, it gave us a lot more to look at, and honestly, I don't know if that was a good thing. I, like a lot of the comments, felt like it was empty. The dreaded problem of all open world games. Sure, there are platforms and ramps and tracks and slides and all sorts of stuff, but it just simply doesn't feel alive. In a messed up way, it's more like Death Stranding than Breath of the Wild. Like, the game is visually beautiful and the Sonic bits look great, but the world seems weird? I don't know. You just saw footage of it. What do you think? To me, it feels off. I just can't put my finger on it, but it feels like something's missing. And maybe because this is alpha or like early beta footage, I do not know. But again, that's what the comments are for. In other news, Embracer Group, the company behind the recent purchases of Deus Ex and Tomb Raider and a few other games from Square Enix, are now embarking on a new gaming journey. The Embracer Games Archive is the company's out-of-left-field new effort to preserve old games. The CEO, David Bostrom, wrote on a post on their website, "Imagine a place where all physical video games, consoles, and accessories are gathered at the same place. And think about how much that could mean for games culture and enabling video games research." Well, that place is apparently Sweden, and the archive, even in this early stage, has over 50,000 games, consoles, and other gaming accessories. They say their goal is to collect every single game released. They even have plans for future museums, institutes, and working with researchers and journalists. And the more I think about Embracer Group and its recent game purchases, and now this, I can't help but feel like they're kind of the corporatized example of that YouTuber with the wall of games behind him. You know, that bookshelf with just hundreds of retro games? It's like that, except if that YouTuber was a billionaire. Honestly, I'm kind of here for it. Speaking of here for it, patreon.com/Jesse Cox. So you can find out what the hell's going on behind me, just like Pedro Quinta, Nadia Strumelo Conrad, and Muzog. That's it for the episode. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.